Hello, everybody. It's Andy Smith with this week's book look by request. The best of Wizard Basic Training, How to Draw, Getting Started. First and foremost, Andy Smith. Who's that? 33-year veteran of the comic book industry. That's who. AndySmithArt.com. Go there, see more of my work. KOR-DRATH.com. KOR-DRATH.com. Check out the coolest, most exciting barbarian badassery book there is, KOR-DRATH: The Awakening. The second volume in the series is up on Indiegogo now. Go back it today if you haven't. Let's dive into this. Wizard started doing basic training, this How to Draw series, monthly in their magazine, somewhere around issue, I don't know, 8, 9, 10, maybe 12. I don't remember the exact number. It was started by my buddy Bart Sears. That's where he started doing Brutes and Babes, you know, those green, shiny, metal, buff characters Bart created. And then after Bart did it for years, he would have some guests that would fill in every now and then. Greg Capullo did a stint doing it, and then, which I do have a PDF of that I could share. I printed it out as well for a smaller book look of all his. He did it for a while. Then they had a bunch of different people doing it, and they eventually collected them into smaller books. I don't know if they show. Yeah, they did a collection of like small, oh, here they are. How to draw books like this. And then what they did, which was just the smartest idea, they bound them all together into this thick 250-page book. Now, guys, I'm not going to lie. This book is not cheap if you can find it. I've had it for years. I was lucky enough to get it when it came out for 30 bucks. If that, the binding is still good on it. You've got stuff by Jim Lee, Joe Kubert, Michael Turner, Steve McNiven, Brian Boland, Ethan Van Sciver, and more. So let's get into it. This book is really thick. I might break this up into 3 videos for you guys. Tools of the trade. Every book does that. Man, I'm worried about the spine on this thing. That is not good. So I'm going to be very gentle. Very gentle. So tools of the trade, of course. Every good book has to have that. This book came out, by the way, I always do that. Let me see. 2007. So even back then, we've got the microns and pens going on and stuff. This right here is the Pelican ink. That's not even the bottle I was using in the Kubert school. I don't know what happened to Pelican, but that used to be the best ink ever. Then I started using Higgins. Higgins you'd have to cut with water because it would get a little thick sometimes. Never liked Speedball. Same with this Universal Rapidograph ink. You'd think it would flow well. I've never had a great work with that either. I'm still using Higgins. I just basically cut it with water. That Pro White is great. Your workspace books they suggest. Oh, I'm hurt. They didn't suggest mine. It's okay. The basics, roughs, Jim Calafiore, just talking about some basic stuff here. Look, the Silver Surfer in that pose. And this is, remember, every one of these tutorials, this is all the artist's opinion of how they create. But they all these rules apply. Blocking Cubes by Ty Templeton. I don't know if these guys were assigned these specific things or it was like, hey, pick something, pick a subject and do it. Figure construction, Jim Calafiore. I know I've done book looks. Go look back through my past ones featuring Bart's Brutes and Babes. He has 2 volumes out and they collect, they're 8.5 by 11 hardcovers, 100 some pages each, and they collect all his Brute and Babe tutorials. Those to me are the best. And they have new tutorials in them as well. And I know number 3 he is working on now. Of course, there's always my book, Drawing Dynamic Comics, which I think is the best there is. So go get it. Figure construction. here. This is Jim Calafiore. Whether you're a fan of Jim's art or not, it doesn't matter. The basics of what he's talking about make sense. Basic Perspective by Bart. So Bart is in here. Look how young Bart looked. Big head of hair. A little thinner there. The funny thing is, this might be... I helped out on a few of these. I might have helped out on this one. Because I remember, you know, obviously, when it came to drawing stuff like figure work and faces, that was all, you know, for Bart to do. But for basic stuff like this, I think I might have helped out when we were sharing a studio. I don't remember. Jim Calafiore, Advanced Perspective. So Jim is all over this book. It'll be interesting, Jim, to see who has more work. Very good tutorial right here, this little one on shadows. And this is from a one really strong light source, but very, very good. Of course, different ways to use perspective. So this book is 250 pages. I'm going to break it up into 3 weeks, which means we'll bust down about 75 pages per week. And if you're sitting here going, oh, this book is just so lame, I'm bored. Guys, basics can be boring, but you have to know them. Shading with Matt Wagner. You know, as a kid, straight up true advice, as a kid, I would have fluffed this off because I would have been like, that's not the type of art I want to draw. But you will learn from this. Read this. Apply it to what you're doing. You can apply all this stuff. It doesn't matter that you don't like this finish style. He's not teaching you to draw to look like this. He's teaching you fundamentals about lighting and shading and such. Ooh, Chapter 3, Anatomy. See, we are getting into some good stuff. Kevin Maguire broke into the scene in the 80s with Justice League International. This is tough because it definitely would be nice to break this down more from here to here. Not necessarily from here to here, but definitely here to here. I would have done another stage. But once again, basic shapes, very important. Different body types. I love this height chart right here. So Wolverine is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so this is not obviously broken up by feet, because if it was, Wolverine would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 feet tall. He is not 8 feet tall. He's not really 8 heads tall either, because he's Wolverine. He's short and stocky. But it's showing you in relation how tall these characters are to each other. Always been a fan of Kevin's stuff. Posing, acting, this is great for Kevin to do. I mean, he was really a big, you know, when his stuff broke onto the scene, it was stuff people haven't really seen before, with the emoting in the faces, the body language he was doing with the characters. So nice. Supersize it. Heads Up. Who did this? Oh, different people talking about head construction. Jim Ballant, Linnell Yu, and Rags Morales. Head shapes, very important. Brian Bolin, guys, talking about drawing eyes and such. Man, Brian could make so much if he just did a whole book himself on just drawing. This is really the Marvel way, too. If you notice, it's five eyes across. And what I mean is, from out of the head to here is 1 eye, 2, in between, 3, 4, 5. That is straight out of the Marvel way, right there. Then, of course, turning the head. Things like that. Who knows? This could have been done all digital, too, because Brian was doing digital at the time. Noses. Oh, look at this. Does he go through all the features, I wonder? I guess we'll find out. Nose bridge, comedy and horror. This is great. If you have problems drawing different angles of a head, so say the head is tilted back, do a side view of it and then project all the lines over horizontally, and that'll get you how everything lines up correctly. The mouth. So Brian, of course, another one great with expression and stuff. Perfect for doing this type of stuff. Character, quick draws, light and drama. Beautiful. And some cartooning. Hair with Steve McNiven. Steve, of course, started out at CrossGen. His work evolved very quickly. Little Alphonse Mucha look here. Very nice with the way he does it. Very Alphonse Mucha, very pretty, and just great stuff going on with the shapes in the hair. And then even making it, you know, black hair. That's just gorgeous. Faces by Justiano. Another thing on nose and the ears, everything. So it's good because you can read what he thinks and then go back, see what Bolin, Kevin McGuire, so on and so forth. Facial expressions, Kevin McGuire. Very nice. Guys, use a mirror. Animators often will have a mirror at their desk when they're drawing to nail facial expressions and stuff. Definitely mirrors are great. So yeah, looking at these three, the mouth is the same. The only thing that changes are Wolverine's eyes. And you can see the difference it makes with just the eyes. Arms and legs, Matt Haley. What's the recurring theme? Basic shapes, guys. You get the basic shapes down, and adding anatomy to it isn't that difficult. You got to get the basics down. Muscles, Liam Sharp. Definitely great. Liam, very Bisley-esque here. Very cool. Exaggerated, very nice. Hands by Gary Frank. Gary, great artist. Draws everything so well. This is really a good way to think about the thumb part here. I had not looked at this book in forever. Wow. This is cool. I always try to do stuff like that with panels if it makes sense, because the hand definitely helps. Yeah, he's thinking there. Now it looks like he's thinking harder because you got the hand up there. Oh, she's coy. Oh, now she's really coy. Think about hands. Hands are great. Derek Robertson got the fun job of explaining feet. Somebody had to do it. Oh, yeah. Oh, all right. We've got Sultry Women, Adam Hughes. I still have the original Wizard this came out in. Adam Hughes, another one. If he wrote a book on just how to draw women, wow, is all I can say is how great that book would do. Just great. Look at these pencils. They're so lush. The way he does hair, which I think he might get into as well. The way he does hairs like ribbons. Very nice. He explains it there. Even that, it's kind of, come on guys, you know it. Kind of nice, right? Realistic Women, Terry Moore. I think we'll end this one with Terry Moore. This is the stylized. He's riffing Rob Liefeld in the Image, guys. I get it. It's comic books. You do what you want as long as it's consistent. Would it look right if Terry was drawing his book and then all of a sudden a chick looked like that? No, it wouldn't. But if all your characters have this feel to it, that's fine. It's cartooning. You can do what you want. It is cartooning. Simple expressions. All right. We will pick up next week with Sex Appeal by the late, great Michael Turner. This has been part 1 of How to Draw, Getting Started, the Best of Wizard. Guys, go check out KOR-DRATH, The Awakening on Indiegogo. KOR-DRATH, his lovely lady friend Adriana, they are back. And they are continuing their quest to find out if they can unlock the mysteries, peel back the onion. Who is trying to destroy the Shattered Reach and take it over? Well, we know because we read the first one. If you didn't, you can get it as part of the campaign. I'm not going to tell you who it is. Check it out. Here's the trailer. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and share. Next week, starting off with little Michael Turner. Thank you very much. Bye-bye, everybody.